Hi, this is Kevin with Naples Lawn Service, and today we're going to be doing a 5-year review on our 2020 John Deere Gator 590M. Okay, so this is our 2020 John Deere Gator 590M. Had it a little over 5 years. I want to tell you all about it and everything we've experienced with it. But we got this here at Everglades Equipment Group here in Naples, Florida, and we got a lot of extras on it. It doesn't come stock the way you see it. These upgraded tires and wheels, these were extra. Normally it would just have some plain Jane tires and wheels on it. This windshield we put on ourselves, so that was extra money. Okay, now the pros and cons about this windshield. It is easy to install. It just straps on with a couple 6 Velcro straps. Very easy to install. You're gonna have a hard time putting cups in and out here. I mean, it is gonna rub, so, and scratch it up there. If it's raining out, it's gonna block the rain from you, so that's nice, except for you won't be able to see as good. There's no windshield wipers, and it does scratch and mar pretty easily, but as far as dust goes, it keeps the dust out of our eyes, which is really nice. So dust and rain, and then on cold days, it's not going to freeze you out because you don't have a good fan coming through here. It's not too bad on hot days. You still got your breeze from your no doors on your side, so that's not bad. But those are just some pros and cons. You got to wipe it off first thing in the morning. It's going to be covered with dew, so before you take off, you got to wipe it off. And so all in all, I'd rather have the windshield than not have the windshield, just for stuff blowing in my eyes, whether it be sand or dust or rain or whatever. I mean, I would rather have it on there. So this top was extra. This came right from John Deere like this, but it is an addition. These mirrors here, we added these mirrors aftermarket. Got these on Amazon for like $60. These adjust real easy, and they're made to bend in case you swat a tree or something. We put on this seat cover here. These are extra. These are like $80 extra, unless you get the non-OEM brand, and they're only like $40. They look the same, but they won't say John Deere on them. We added drink holders to it. We just washed it, so they got water in them right now, but we just got these off of Bass Pro. These are just boat drink holders from a boat. They're made for boats, and we just cut them up and made them fit in here like this. And so that's our drink holders. And it comes with drink holders up here, but by the time you get some drinks in there, maybe a couple cell phones, you really need some extra cup holders. Up front here, it didn't come stock with this, but we added this on. This is really nice bar here. We added some floodlights on there. Comes with the LED lights up front, but we added some extra lights. We added the winch on there as a $700 option, and that really comes in handy. As far as the winch goes, I got a separate video on the winch, and I got a separate video on adding that windshield, so you can check out those extra videos on my channel. And you can see right here, it's got 885 hours on it now. So it's over 5 years old and 885 hours. It's got the original tires, except for one that I had punctured that I went ahead and replaced. This is how much wear you get out of 885 hours. And then this is the new one that I accidentally punctured. This is what they would look like new. So still got quite a bit of tread on those tires. We drive it on lime rock roads and grass. This bumper here was an extra that we added on, and that's a John Deere OEM bumper. Comes with a hitch, and of course we have to add our own hitch ball and extension, but it comes ready with a hitch receiver. This is your tailgate here, and we also added these on. These were extras too. I don't remember how much these were, maybe like $100 something, but these bars are nice because you can tie your load down. If anybody's in the back, they can hang on. So I would recommend these bars. We also got some spotlights in the back that we added These are LEDs. And John Deere offers knockouts. They already got knockouts in there. They look like this. And they knock out, and you can add your extra light switches, which we did there. See, they have a couple extra knockouts here. So you can add all sorts of stuff, horn or light switches for fog lights or whatever you want to do. And it does have a tail light up here. Comes standard. This bed here opens up like this. Okay. And that's how you get in there to your engine. This is a pretty fast machine. It'll run about 48, 49 mile an hour down a Lime Rock road. So it's pretty fast. This is where you check your oil right back in there. That orange dipstick. That's how you're going to check your oil. And when you add your oil, you're going to pull off this cover right here. And that's where you're going to add your oil. That's also how you get into your spark plugs. I did a video on how to change spark plugs. So you might want to check out that video on my channel. They're a little tricky to change out, but we got a video on it. Also back here, this is where your air filter is. Okay, it's not hard to get off. You just pull some of these rubber straps all the way around like this. And the air filter's in there. We did a video on how to replace your air filters. So you might want to check out that on our channel as well. And we have a glove box right here. And your winch control is in here. So this is how you're going to run your winch in and out. You want to make sure your engine's running because you're going to need that extra amperage. But this is where the winch cable stays, right in the glove box. Okay, we added some interior lights right here, 1, 2, and then we run the wires, the phone USB wires down, plug them in the cigarette lighter or power point, whatever you want to call it. But that's how we got that in there. And then we added this mirror. This was an extra also, but this is the aftermarket, but it's a good mirror. So all the mirrors were extra, like I said. This has 4-wheel drive. Okay, 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, and rear lock for your differentials. So if you want to have the rear locked in and 4-wheel drive, you just pull this all the way down to here. Now on the later models, I think this is all electronic actually, but it was still manual back on this model. And then here's your high range, low range, and your neutral and your reverse gears right here. When you put it in gear, if you get off the seat and take a walk, it's still going to be in gear and the engine's still running, and anybody hits that gas is going to take off. So you don't leave it in gear unless you're safe, you're sure that nobody's going to hit that gas pedal. There's your emergency brake down there. We did break an emergency brake cable one time, and I did a video on that. That's kind of tricky to replace, but it can be done. Okay, so if you pull this seat up here, you get to your fuse box. That's where all your fuses are located, and all your wiring and anything that you need to get to your batteries down in there. So that's where all your electrical is housed right there. So I wouldn't go any deeper in water than those are. Okay, another option, which I don't have, but you can put doors on this thing. You can put half doors or full doors. So that is an option that this is compatible with. Now it came with webbing for like a screen mesh. It slid on this rail right here, and it hooked up right here, and it was just pull it over and hook it up. But that didn't work out too well. It kind of wears out quick, and then the screen ended up getting caught under the tire and ripped the whole thing off. So we didn't use the screen meshing after that. We just left it off. But you can do that or switch to half or full doors. Okay, so then I pulled this middle cover off here in the middle of the seat. This is how you get your oil if you want to change your oil. And I do have a video coming out on oil change. It should be out here within the next 3 or 4 weeks maybe. And you can see your plug wires in your coil. This is how you get to your plugs right here. This one's not so bad, but that one back there is a little tricky. Anyway, check out my video on that like I was saying. All right, now if this seatbelt's not plugged in, you're not going to go over 10 miles an hour. It's going to throttle you down. So if you did want to go over 10 miles an hour, you'd have to have that seatbelt plugged in. And it's just a nice safety feature for kids or whatever. Okay, this whole back seat is removable. You just pull it out. It snaps in and out really easy. You have to have that off sometimes to get back there to do some of your work. So this does come on and off very easily. All right, so under the hood here, this model, this 590M, does have power steering on it. And this is how you get underneath your hood here. Okay, and so this has got a little storage box up here. You can use this for tools or tow straps, or you could even use it for a little cooler if you want to put some ice in there and some drinks. This is how you get to your radiator right here and the backs of your lights and anything that you need to do under the hood. It just comes off with two straps, and here's your little coolant fill right here. And every now and then you'll put a little bit of coolant in that John Deere coolant. Now, if you do install this winch, you're going to have to buy this extra adapter right here. That you purchase separately because you're going to have that to hook up this John Deere winch, and those two reds just plug in right there. So you'll buy the adapter and you'll buy the winch, and you also would need to buy a winch kit to install the winch. So you're going to need to have three different things, and it's all on a video on my channel. So I've never had any problems with this Gator except for the emergency brake cable busted. And that was it. I don't know if we were putting it on too hard or releasing it too hard or whatever, but we did replace that emergency brake cable. And other than that, I never had any engine problems or transmission problems. It's about time to do the gear oil. Actually, 800 it was due, so we're going to be doing a video on how to change out that transmission and front diff gear oil. And in this model for the dash, you got your warnings here for whatever might be a warning, and you'll look in your owner's manual to see which gauge it's talking about. You have your mileage, your hours, your gas tank fill right here, and you can just push on that menu. You can scroll around to different screens like that, and back to your hours. So you have some different options there. Okay, so like I said, this is XUV 590M. M is for the mid-grade, which means this is not the bottom of the line, but this is not the top of the line either. And so we like going with the midline. I was going to get the basic just for the price, but man, for the extra money, this is a lot better, a lot faster machine, more basic stuff. So I like the mid-grade Gator. It's worked out great for us. All right, so like I said, it's 5 years old. We did a 5-year finance on it through John Deere. John Deere is great with their financing. We financed this for 60 months. We got it paid off now. Had it paid off for several months. But if you ever want to need financing, John Deere financing is really good. They have 0% offers all the time. And if not that, very low percentage, like below 5. And they're very good. Their finance department is good. And we financed all of our stuff through John Deere Financial. So I highly recommend them. And you can ask them down at Evergoods Equipment Group or whatever John Deere dealer you're going to. You can inquire about that John Deere financing for commercial or personal. Ours are all commercial because in the lawn service here, we use the Gator for property cleanups when we do property cleanups. We've had deep water like this back here in this cow pasture. We've had water like that where we've been back there on an island and got the mower stuck and we had to go pull it out with our winch. We've had to do bids. Sometimes the properties are flooded. We've had to drive it back there and do bids with it so we can get through the water without soaking our feet up to our knees. And various uses, whatever. But hauling mulch back and forth if you got a mulch job, etc. So whatever. But it's worked out great, and our lawn service has been a great asset to us. And it does come with his roll bar cage already in here, front and back, along this side. So that's a nice feature that just comes standard with. So I would recommend this model. This has been a great model. I'd recommend it with the improvements like we made to it. And I think it's going to do you good for years of service. And we're going to have a lot more videos coming out on this Gator. So be sure to check them out on my channel. So there you have it. That's our review on our John Deere Gator 590M. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, I'm going to have a lot more videos coming out on the John Deere Gator, our tractor, our zero turns, and everything John Deere.